what it means to be a midwife is to be with women.
Carrying on a tradition that's bigger than myself.
You know, it really means a sisterhood.
One of the Mohawk words for midwife is Yewilogwas.
The fundamental quality of being a midwife is to meet women where they are.
The heart of it for me is being with a woman in what can be a very intense moment.
To pour my life into another individual.
I'm gonna cry. How silly is that?
The first thing that came out of my mind was, and it might almost sound contradictory, it's hard work.
What does it mean to be a midwife?
Sorry, that's my phone.
That's what it means to be a midwife, right?
Right.
Being a midwife is living the concept of service.
The way we know to care for ourselves as women is priceless and timeless.
Midwifery is caring for not just the woman in front of me, it's caring for women.
I'm a midwife.
I'm a midwife.
We are student midwives.
I'm a midwife.
I am a midwife.
I'm a midwife.
I am a midwife.
I'm a midwife.
I'm a midwife.
I am a midwife.
I realized that there are only two things that are guaranteed in life. You're guaranteed to be born, and you're guaranteed to die. That's it. And I've been invited to quite likely be the first person to touch another human being coming into this world. I mean, goosebumps.
Being a midwife means that you're involved on a one-on-one, incredibly personal relationship to women and men and families and moms and grandmas and anybody that's part of their family constellation. It also means that there's a comfort level, because not only do you get those kids offered back to you at Walmart and Kmart, in the towel department you get, I know you're not working, but can I ask you about? And of course they can.
I feel like when I tell people I'm a midwife, all of a sudden their defenses come down and they say, oh, that's great, or tell me their birth story. There's this kind of real openness that washes over people. It allows me just this ability to talk to anybody. You're like, oh, I'm a midwife, I'm a safe person.
Being a midwife means to be able to be with a woman. I mean, literally it means with woman, but it means more than sitting next to somebody. Being with them in a sense where you can allow your spiritual energies to meld. It's a mutual sharing to be able to be with someone as a midwife.
And I would have to say it's more than a career. It's getting to know these women and their babies and helping them through a hard time in their life and just making it easier on them.
As the birth builds and the contractions get more intense and a woman is being pushed to her absolute limit, she's digging down deep inside to find the strength to push her baby out. There is a sensation of, I want to get away from that, or I would do this just once for the birth of my own child. But to really choose to be with a woman in that space and to walk with her through that to the other side of it, to the point where you help catch the baby and you hold it up to her and she looks at the baby for the first time and puts it to her chest. You know, that's an intense thing to walk through with someone.
To stick with them, to stay with them, to let them know that there is somebody here that isn't going to leave them, that, you know, believes in them, that loves them, that might be firm with them. You need to get up now and walk around. Sometimes they don't always want to do what you want them to do, but they trust you, and so they do it.
It means you get to be at the center of this woman's life and this family's life at a crossroads at the most crucial time in a family's life. You get to witness a woman becoming a mother.
It means love, loving another person more than myself, loving who they are, loving them like Jesus.
For me, what it means to be a midwife is to, first off, to be willing to look at myself
and to deal with my own baggage and to deal with my own trauma and my own pain so that I can then lay mine down, and then I can help other women begin to look at theirs so that they can lay their pain down.
Meeting them where they are and figuring out and holding a space for them to express all the potential that they're coming to in the moment of their birth, in the process of their pregnancy.
It's loving women. It's loving women and families and babies.
It's not a sisterhood only of the other midwives that I know and love and work with. It's a sisterhood of womanhood in humanity.
Being a midwife, to me, means love and compassion, good care, safety, freedom, feminism, and social justice.
Patience, trust, acuity, vigilance, kindness, respect, marrying the art and science, the art of being with women in this life-changing moment, which isn't something that you can always learn through books.
There are women who are still caring for women in the same way we were caring for women, thousands of years ago. And there's something very sort of like soul deep and honest about that.
It means that you are always on call and that you're ready to go when somebody needs you. It means that you are sometimes away from home for many days. You are in a whole nother world. You're in a whole nother family's world and supporting them.
Women remember their births. Their births are important. What happens at birth is so important. And to be able to sit with a woman during that kind of transformative experience has been not only a privilege but an honor. I feel like when I sit at the altar of birth that God walks in. It's that special and it's that sacred.
To be a midwife, it is the highest calling, it's the greatest honor. I feel so blessed that I was chosen to do this.
I have given the biggest part of my life and most of my heart to being a midwife. The work that I do, I feel, is for all the humans, to have all the humans be blessed at their birth and to be whole and healed.
What it means to me to be a midwife is to constantly be learning that women are absolutely capable and complete to be mothers, to give birth, to change the world.
When I hear that word, Yewilokwa, it's almost like she's pulling the baby out of the water, out of the earth, or a dark, wet place. There's a beauty in there. There's blessings in that relationship to the earth and to the body of the woman. And you begin to understand our true relationship of women to this earth. It's become a rhetorical tool, our mother the earth. But to really inhabit the consciousness of what that means, you begin to understand that in the practice of midwifery.
I am a midwife.
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 I'm a midwife.
I am a midwife.
I love it. I'm a midwife.
I'm a midwife.